Hey, family, let me ask you a question. Are you complaining or are you explaining? Now, many people don't know or think about the difference between the two. There are those who just rant and rave, and really they're complaining. The moment you're into complaining is when you are explaining something that's happening to you, but it's with the tone of dread, or it's with the tone of anger, or it's with the tone of fed up about it, had enough of it, and you just sound angry. That's complaining. Now, explaining is when you talk about your day and you're summarizing, hey, here's what I've got going on. I've got to write this report, and I'm struggling with the details of it, but I'm working through it. You're not saying it as if it's being forced on you and you're tired of it and you don't want to do it anymore. Complaining, you're tired of it and you don't want to do it anymore. You're not thankful for it. Speaking from a spiritual, faith-based point of view, Philippians 2:14 says that we are to do everything without complaining. And so there are conversations I have with different friends and family members. We kind of talk a little bit around the topic of complaints, and you've heard this said, hey, how you doing? Oh, no complaints. I often respond with, no complaints. If I did, I'd be out of the will of God. Why? Because Philippians 2:14 says, do everything without complaining. In addition to that, Psalm 68:19 says that God daily loads us with benefits. So let me ask you this. So what if when I'm complaining, I release doubt that blocks me from receiving the daily benefits that God loads us down with? Many people believe, well, if it's for me and if God's released it, then I'm going to get it regardless of how I behave. Not so. That's not true. Okay. But I want you to focus on the what if. What if when I'm complaining, I'm blocking what God already has for me? I know many of you believe that that's true. You really believe that's true, and embrace it like it's true. Let no complaint come from you. Have a rule of no complaints, because complaints block us from seeing the goodness of God, block us from multiplying that goodness of God that He's already released. He's already released. I believe that when we are thankful, all of heaven gets behind that thankfulness. All of heaven gets behind that praise, and we begin to move forward. Why? Because we're willing to see what God has done for us. We're embracing it and we are blessed by it. And then we receive the daily benefits that He has already loaded us down with. Now, if that's you and you've identified a complaint in your life that you're always, one particular thing you're always complaining about, just quickly auto adjust, auto correct, auto correct. So if this blesses you, let me know what that one thing is and get into gratitude, get into thanksgiving, because God has given you or loaded you down with daily benefits, daily benefits. So get into thanksgiving. Family, be blessed.